While the profession system is really fun once you get a hang of it, there are a few problems that we need to talk about, and hopefully Blizzard is listening. So let's jump into it. The first problem is going to be with working orders. And this is kind of like a two-part thing. And to better explain this, let's go ahead and jump into the game and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here we are back at the blacksmithing table, and this right here is a big problem, and I'm wondering if you can spot it. What we're looking at here is a patron crafting order. And there's two really big problems here is that one, the quality of the item that these NPCs are requesting is really high. So much to the point that if you're going to have to provide mats in order to make this item, one, you're going to be spending a lot of gold on the auction house just to get the materials in order to make this. And two, this NPC is saying that you have to bring 3 sanctified alloys to the table in order to craft this working order. And not just any sanctified alloy, they're asking for gold tiered sanctified alloy, which go for right now, as this video is being made, 4,000 gold on the auction house per alloy. So in order to make this, you're going to have to upfront 12,000 gold. And then you got to hope that your skill level is high enough in order to make this in the first place. But the upside to this is that you're getting 2 knowledge points, which is really nice. But your commission rate sucks. This NPC is only giving 56 gold. And you're not even going to get that because the consortium is going to take their cut. So in the end, you're paying 12,000 gold for a couple of random materials that's in this bag right here. And 2 knowledge points. Whether you think that's worth 12,000 gold or not, that's really up to you. If you're really desperate for some knowledge points, then yeah, maybe 12,000 gold is not a big deal. But if you could really care less because you don't need the knowledge points, then 12,000 gold's a lot of money. It's just crazy to me that these NPCs are like, oh, I expected the highest quality of my items, and also you're going to upfront the materials to make it. It's really bad because nobody wants to work on these. Sure, there are other work orders that are lower quality and the NPCs are giving all the mats, but when the benefit is about the same as crafting something that's nearly impossible to make, why would I go with that other item when I can just make this? Oh, and then I just clicked on this one. This one's even worse because the NPC is saying that you got to come in with 8 sanctified alloys. Nobody is making this item for this NPC ever. What do you guys think is a really good solution to this? I think that if the NPC is not going to be providing the majority of the materials to make this item, and those materials are really expensive on the auction house, then your commission rate and your rewards need to be way higher. This does not motivate me to spend gold to make this. It just doesn't work. And this does bleed over into another problem within the crafting order system. And it's right here, the public tab. There are 3 items currently on there, and that's it. And I made a lot of videos already talking about certain items that could be very profitable. And we use sanctified alloy as a really good example. But then I saw this comment today, and you know what? That guy is absolutely right. If you take a look on the public tab on sanctified alloys, nobody's asking for you to make them. They're just going to go straight to the auction house because they know that they can find them there. So it feels like public orders are really only for the people who are looking for items that are bind on pickup. Yeah, this guy right here, he's put in 2 orders for something that's bind on equip, but it's just him out of how many players? And I understand what this guy's doing. He's just waiting because this recipe isn't even out yet as I'm making this video, because this recipe is in the raid that's coming out. So I get that. But with items like sanctified alloy, if people are just going to go to the auction house and buy them, then for items like that, the crafting order system is basically dead for the public tab. It's only going to work for items that are bind on pickup, and there's a pretty good chance that later on you'll see a lot more people requesting artisan, profession tools, and accessories, because those are only bind on pickup. But the problem with these is this cost right here, artisan's acuity, which brings us into the second problem. This material seems a little too hard to get. Now, before everyone starts blasting off in the comments saying, no, it's perfectly fine, I get that. There are good reasons as to why this material is so difficult to acquire. It keeps you playing the game because it's going to draw out the amount of acuity you're going to earn over a long period of time. And I get that, but it's really annoying because if you're working really hard in your professions, then you know that getting knowledge points is a big deal. And in order to get these items that give you a lot of knowledge, you have to spend a lot of acuity. And the deeper you go into your profession, the less acuity you start earning, which means you got to make a choice. Are you going to be focusing on getting your artisan profession tools and accessories? Or are you going to buy these items to give you more knowledge? You can go one way or the other, but you really can't have both at the same time. And maybe this is just a little bit of impatience and me wanting to get to where I want to be a little bit faster. And I don't mind working for a goal, but the rate at which I'm getting acuity seems a little bit too slow. And you really start to figure that out when you get annoyed by the process of obtaining this material. There's a moment that hits where you go, man, this stuff is impossible to get, and I want to get here, but now I can't. What am I supposed to do? But I do want to hear you guys' opinion on this material alone. Is Artisan's Acuity too hard to get? And should Blizzard be making more ways for you to acquire this material? I think the new profession system is absolutely amazing. If you're still intimidated by it because it looks overwhelming, then by all means check out this video up here because it'll explain how it works. And once you get it and you dive deep into it, there's a really good chance that you'll find yourself just doing professions in the game and nothing else. But I feel like there is some room to improve. Incentivizing the crafter and the person that's requesting a crafting order more would go a long way in people putting working orders for items that are bind on pickup, or even consumable items like sanctified alloy. That way, the whole idea of what crafting orders was created for can come to fruition. The idea that people who are focusing on professions would be able to utilize their newfound skill and offer it to the public within World of Warcraft. And right now, it's just not happening enough. And I think Blizzard needs to take a look at Artisan's Acuity and ways of obtaining that. They may not, but I think it's just on the verge of being really, really annoying to obtain. But let me know what you guys think about it. I think these are two really, really big problems within the system. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you guys really like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I am making a ton of World of Warcraft content these days, and I'm loving every minute of it. And if you guys really like these videos and want to support the work that I'm doing, then make sure to check out my membership option right here on YouTube. If you guys do sign up, you get your Conan the Barbarian symbol, which is the two snakes coming together over a black sun. I'm a really big Conan the Barbarian fan. But if you want to support the channel but don't want to do it here, I'm also on Twitch. I stream a lot of workout stuff in the morning here in my home gym in the garage, and then we switch over and do gaming streaming in the afternoons. And if you'd like to jump in there and hang out with me in the community that we have and support the work I do over there by subscribing, then go ahead and check the link in the description down below. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a lot of fun with the profession system or any other aspect of World of Warcraft, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.